Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Elena. I'm 26 years old and I have been playing the piano for 2 years and a half now. So I decided to start this short series on my channel where I would discuss certain topics concerning starting out your piano journey as an adult. I feel like there are things that I wish I had known when I was just starting out, and had I known them, my journey would have been a little bit faster, maybe. So, the first topic that I want to discuss is how to choose your first instrument, your first digital piano. Before actually jumping into giving you some technical specs and things that you should be looking for, I want to emphasize on how important this step is in your journey. Because when you are choosing your instrument, you're basically making a first crucial step into starting out this journey. And this step is really important because the instrument that you are going to choose is going to be the one that you will be practicing on. So, therefore, it needs to be something of good quality if you don't want to be hating it later on, or if you want to have a fast progress in the beginning. And yeah, I actually want to start this by telling you about my experience and how I did this completely wrong from the beginning. I really had no idea what to do. So I want to share with you so that you can learn something from what I did. So yeah, when I decided that I want to start learning how to play the piano, I didn't really know where this would lead me. I had no idea if I would stick to it. I was thinking, okay, maybe this is just like a passing hobby. It's going to interest me for a few weeks. Then I will realize that it's too complicated, that I don't have enough time for it, and then I will give up. So why invest in something like of good quality, like a more expensive digital piano, where I can get like the cheapest thing that I can find on the market and start learning on that, see how things go, blah blah blah, this kind of thinking. So of course, getting like a digital piano may seem like a big investment. You need both money and both enough space in your house. So yeah, back to my story. I remember that I went on this online store and I didn't do any research before. I was completely clueless what I have to do. So I start typing in keyboard. I look at a few ones, and of course I get the cheapest possible one. It was around $50, I think. I don't remember, something closer to that range. Yeah, I'm like, okay, wow, exciting. Now I'm gonna wait for it to arrive. The day it arrived, basically, I realized immediately after unboxing it that this is not really what I was looking for. So, to explain to you, the keys were actually very, very small, and it felt like it was something closer to a toy, something meant for kids rather than an actual keyboard. Also, the keys were like very, very light and they didn't have like anything underneath. I don't know how to explain that. I will insert a video and you will see what I'm talking about. And later on, I discovered that I couldn't even play more than two notes at a time because the keyboard would start making some sort of distorted sound. I don't really know. It was very weird. So, as long as I had it, which was 3 months, I could barely play with my both hands because of the distorted sound. I will actually try to insert a video and look through my old videos to see if I still have anything left. I remember that at some point I sent a video to a friend, and he was like, "Oh, it's so noisy. It's sounding like a typewriting machine." And yeah, it was like actually also very noisy. So basically, this was like such a big mistake from me, because getting this keyboard at the beginning of my journey really slowed me down. I had it for 3 months, but basically after 1 month or 2 months, I don't remember exactly, I lost all my motivation to start practicing on that thing, and I started to seriously think about getting a digital piano because I wanted to learn seriously. And also, I back at the time I was just starting out having lessons on a real acoustic piano, and my teacher also motivated me to get an actual digital piano. So yeah, this is what I did. I ended up getting the Yamaha P45, which is one of the most famous piano meant for beginners. And yeah, now to moving to sharing some of the things that you should be looking for when choosing your digital piano. So first of all, I want to emphasize on the fact that you should probably be getting a digital piano and not a keyboard, because digital pianos are actually closer to how a real piano feels like. And if you're getting a keyboard, I don't really know, I guess it depends on the keyboard, but you're not going to have like the same experience as playing on a real acoustic piano. And supposing that you want to be playing the piano, this is probably your goal, to have something similar to a real acoustic piano. Now, in terms of the keys, you should be looking for a digital piano that has weighted keys. The Yamaha P45 has weighted keys, and I should emphasize on the fact that it should have weighted keys, not semi-weighted. I don't really know exactly what semi-weighted means, but I did a little bit of research, and I know that's also a possibility. So basically, what that means is that the keys are very similar to the feeling of the keys of an actual acoustic piano. Basically, when you are pressing a key on an acoustic piano, the force that you're using, like if you're pressing harder versus if you're pressing softer, will determine the loudness of the sound that the piano is going to make. So if you're pressing harder, the sound will be louder, and if you are pressing softer, the sound will be a little bit more quiet. Um, this is like super important when playing music, because you will have like certain passages where you will want to play louder versus certain passages where you will want to play softer, and this will really help you develop as a classical pianist, if this is like your main goal. But this shouldn't necessarily be your main goal, to play classical music. Now, the second aspect that you should be looking for is the number of keys. So usually keyboards will have 61 keys, and the digital piano will have 88 keys. Now, I guess this kind of like depends on what kind of music you want to play, but I want to make you aware that if you want to get into classical music, then 61 keys will not be enough. If you want to be playing like pop music, chords progressions, and so on, you might be fine with the 61 keys keyboard, but I recommend you going for an 88 keys digital piano, because if you're at the beginning of your journey, you don't really know exactly where you want to go. So yeah, to sum it up, you should be looking for weighted keys, a digital piano, and a number of 88 keys. Now, I think that there are options for 76 keys. I don't really know much about that, but you can do your research. And yeah, also that's another thing that I want to emphasize. Just make sure you do your research very well. Try to read reviews, and also try to search for YouTube videos. If it's possible, I recommend you to also go to a music store and get to try some pianos live so that you can get an idea of how they feel and how the key action is and everything, how the sound is, if you like it, if you don't like it. Um, and yeah, just make sure that you do a lot of research. That's like the most important thing and the thing where I completely failed on. Also, don't be afraid to invest. I know that for some people this may be tricky because they might not have enough money to actually get a digital piano, but let me tell you that if you start with something cheap and you realize that it's not what you're looking for, then later on you will actually feel forced to get something better, and therefore you will be wasting actually more money because you get something bad at first and then you will actually buy something of good quality. So in my opinion, I think it's important to get something of good quality from the start. If you don't like it, there are many other options, like you can return it in 30 days or you can sell it later on. I'm sure that there are people looking for digital pianos second hand. And yeah, if you don't have enough money to get a new one, I guess this can also be an option for you, especially if you're just starting out on things. So yeah, this was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and it helped you in one way or another if you're looking to buy a digital piano. Also, if you have any other ideas of topics that I can discuss, leave them in the comments below. I have some other ideas on my own, but I would be interested in hearing your input as well. So, okay, until next time, bye.